Good morning, Tetzlaff staff, teachers, parents, and fellow students. Let me just say, wow, where has the time gone? I still remember the first day of 7th grade, getting lost on campus, being super frustrated on not knowing how to open my locker, and then on top of that, dealing with the awkwardness of not knowing anyone in my classes. Yes, the first couple days were challenging, but I eventually got used to the middle school way of life. Waking up earlier, having 6 different teachers a day, and definitely dealing with the more homework. But with the more responsibility and work, I got to make middle school memories. I'm sure we can never forget almost dying on the first mile run and then having a mini panic attack when we found out that we had to run it every other week. Although we may have experienced some challenges and struggles, like the mile, or trying to manage our time with the truckload of homework, it has prepared us to look at those hardships we will experience in the future in the eye, and face it head on, to conquer and accomplish more than we would have ever expected. Not only have I noticed all of the time that has elapsed from when I was a 7th grader until now, but my parents have too. I know my parents wish I was still a 7th grader and could relive all of the times when I was little. Them not wanting me to grow up shows when they're hesitant to let me go to places or events without them. But I don't blame them. We are all growing up so fast, and although we wish we could stay as kids, life just doesn't work that way. Right now, we are eagles growing our wings and are getting ready to soar into the next part of our lives, and nothing can or should stop us from embracing what life has to offer in high school and what lies beyond. High school. Just by saying the word out loud, and I'm sure some of you too, feel intimidated, but that's normal. I know some of us are going to different high schools and are being separated from our friends and classmates, but that's okay. It gives us the opportunity to start fresh for the next 4 years and write a new chapter in the story of our lives. Each and every one of us are going to be a little fish in a bigger pond in high school, but that's just a part of growing up. Just like we adapted to Tetzlaff, we will adapt to high school. A wise math teacher once told me, 99.9% of correct is 100% incorrect. That wise teacher was Mr. Hamamura, quoted saying one of his so-called Hamamura-isms. A mathematician he might be, but a comedian, well, not so much. The quote can be interpreted in many different ways, but one way I see it is we don't know everything. Although us teenagers like to think that we know the answer to every single problem and that we know it all, in reality, we don't. And since we don't know it all, we rely on those wiser and more experienced than us, like our parents and teachers. A lot of times we take things for granted and don't appreciate what we have and how privileged we are. Each one of us should take the time to recognize our parents, whether they drive us to and from school, provide money for things like our oh so precious Starbucks, or pay for our other wants and needs. All of those actions are just some of the things our parents do and sacrifice for us on a daily basis to ensure that we have a bright future ahead of us. Not only do our parents help pave a way for a better future, but our teachers and staff too. The teachers and staff should be recognized for all that they do, like helping out with grades, helping with homework, or preparing us for the academic challenges we will face in high school. Teaching is a very thankless job, and although there is 1 week dedicated to the appreciation of our teachers, I feel that they should be appreciated every day, because without them, we wouldn't have the knowledge or the education to be where we are now. All of the support we have received from Tetzlaff, whether it be from the Tetzlaff teachers, staff, or classmates, proves that Tetzlaff is not only a school, but a family. We have all grown so close these past 2 years. Although this Tetzlaff family we have built for 2 years is going to be separated, no amount of miles between high schools can ever split the bond that has grown between each and every one of us here. We are Tetzlaff Trojans. We are one. Thank you.
It's a good day to be a Trojan.